All right, here we go again. So this is just going to be a short catch up. Most of this I have videos that you can look at to get caught up, but I just wanted to give you just kind of a refresher, show everything that I showed everybody else. So we're going to be doing our catch up day 2 here, and this is still kind of just some clerical work. So just take a look at it. It is fairly simple to do, but one thing that we need to do is we want to stay in school as much as we possibly can. Obviously, you at home are realizing that it is not as easy as being here because you can't interact with me. You just get this. So if you do have any questions or problems with today's lesson, just make sure that you message me in Canvas. Hopefully I can clear that up. The first thing is you either need a phone, smartphone, that is either, any smartphone will work. Depending upon whether you have an Apple or an Android phone, that will depend on how you're going to do this. So there are multiple different instructions based off of what type of phone that you have. If you don't have a smartphone, I also have instructions on here on how to complete this assignment using your school laptop. This will also work if you have, if you have a tablet or anything like that, Apple or Android tablets. Both will do this as the same procedures. They use pretty much the same operating systems anyway. So let's take a look at what this assignment is. So we're going to look at my screen here. So this is the post for today. Obviously, if you're watching this, you probably already looked at that. But in modules, hopefully you've already completed this first assignment here, the syllabus and welcome assignments. If you haven't, make sure you go back. If you're not sure what to do, I did send you a link and a message in Canvas for a catch-up lesson on that as well. So make sure you're checking that. But our assignment for today is digitizing your documents. So we want to stay in school as much as possible, and the best way we can do that is to prevent as much transmission of corona as possible. So what I want you to do is, things are often better to complete on paper. There's a lot less messing around. I don't have to wait for you to log in, forget your password 10 times, download things, whatever. Now, if you're at home, hopefully you can print things out if you can do them on paper. If not, send me a message. We can send things home through the school. But the important thing here is that anything that needs to be done on paper or can be done on paper should be done on paper. Things like drawing are best done on paper, but how do you get that to me? So if you're at home, this is a great method for you, but if you're in school, I'm only accepting digitized documents, and they need to be scanned as a PDF. A lot of teachers will tell you just take a picture of it and then give that to Canvas, but I don't like that because the quality is a lot worse. So let me see if I can show you a couple tricks here that might make your life a little bit easier, and mine as well. So the lesson here, again, start top to bottom. So we've done lesson 1. If you have that completed, you can minimize that. Let me go to student view so it looks more like what you'll see. So in here, digitizing your documents, you can collapse these so that way you don't have to fumble through a whole bunch of stuff you've already done. There is 2, digitizing your documents, and there's the first lesson. So you want to click on that and read through this. So this is kind of just a breakdown of what I've already said, but make sure you read through it. This is not, the important thing here is this is not the same as taking a picture. So it's going to do a couple things for you to make it a more professional looking scan. It's just like if you had an old school scanner where you lay the paper in it and close the lid and stuff like that, but you're going to do it with your phone, tablet, whatever. The only thing that's slightly different is the MacBook method. That one, it's still going to look kind of crappy, but that's not your fault. That's the fault of the wonderful machines that the school gives you. But other than that, read through this. I have links to the same document all throughout this, so you should be able to find it. But I'm going to do the link in the assignment. So after you've read through that, go to the assignment. So using the methods outlined on this page, There's the link again. Scan any document you have been given from school. I don't care what it is, as long as it has your name on it, preferably handwritten. Excuse me. Or I'll accept your schedule as something with your name typed on it. But I just want to see that you haven't just taken some random PDF file and just submitted that. I want it to be through this scan. So your schedule that you have, if you still have it, or any piece of paper where you've handwritten your name on it. I don't care what it is. Obviously school appropriate, but I don't care what it is. And you need to scan it using the methods outlined here. So how do you do this? Now this link is all through this assignment. Anytime that I want you to scan a document, that link will be in the assignment, and it's also on the resources page. So I had you collapse this before in the first catch up, but there is only a few things in here. These are provided. I didn't make those. That's just what the school gave us. But this one right here, how to scan a PDF from your phone. That way it's at the top. You can always get it nice and quick. So it's the same file. It's the same link. It takes you to the same page, no matter how you get there. So just make sure that you understand that. But that takes you there. Also inside the assignment, that will take you there as well. So use the printed/video instructions. So I have typed instructions. I have video instructions. Now for both of these, you need to make sure that you have the Google Drive app installed and you've added your school account to that Drive app if you're using your phone or tablet or anything like that. If you're using the school MacBook, it doesn't apply because you're going to upload it to Drive the same way you normally would. But I have written instructions here. If you can follow those, great. But install the Google Drive app. That is for everything. So to make sharing easier for both iOS methods, install Google Drive on your device. So make sure you read through everything. Don't just skip over everything. I love the bells here. So don't skip over anything. Make sure you read it all. You need to have the Google Drive app. I have a video here. This, you can watch that if you are unsure of how to add an account to your Android phone. But this video right here is for iOS. The process of adding the account is the same no matter which phone you're on because the app is very similar. The only difference is on an Android phone, when you're inside Google Drive and in the folder that you want to put it in, so you're on your Google Drive on your phone, you go to the folder that we created as part of our first day, it's Tech Ed 8, click on that, and then when you're in there, you hit the plus button. There is a little camera icon, and if you're on Android, it says scan. But if you're on iOS, it says take photo. So if you're on Android, you win in this case because you can just hit that button, scan the document. Don't take a picture. Hold the phone up until it automatically senses. You'll see a box appear around it. It'll sense the document and it will take the picture itself. Now for iOS, there's just one extra step. So you can do it through either Apple's Files app, but the method everybody seems to prefer is the Notes app. So you just have to create a new note, and then in a note in the iOS app, you'll have the camera button, and then you'll have an option to scan, and it's the same process. Hold it up, let it scan the document. Don't take a picture. That's very important because it'll just snap a picture. It'll automatically detect the edges, and if I wasn't using all of my devices right now to make this video, I would show you that, but I promise you that is in here. And this is a good video. This one I made. So if you're on Android or iOS, give that video a look just because I go over some of those finer details in there. And if you're on Android, this one just kind of shows you more what your scanning app would look like. But it still goes through all those steps. Just make sure that you put it in your Tech Ed 8 folder. And here is instructions for MacBook. So if you're an iPhone user, you can stop the video right now. That's fine. But if you're a non-phone haver, okay, that's perfectly all right. but we still need to make sure it's a PDF. So you're going to use Photo Booth, which you've probably used before to take pictures of assignments. But what this is going to show you, this video, is one extra step. You're going to open it in preview. You're going to crop out everything that you don't need. So your face in the corner, you know how when you take a picture in Photo Booth, somehow your face is always there, or your fingers, or all kinds of stuff around. This is going to allow you to trim out just what you want and then save that as a PDF instead of a picture file. And that's crucial because you cannot submit to this assignment with anything that isn't a PDF file. So make sure that you follow these instructions. If you're having issues, please let me know through Canvas, and we'll try and get this worked out. I don't know why I got so many weird screens here. What is that? Let's go there. Okay, sorry. Still figuring out this software. There's a little mini pop-up that you guys can't see. But if you're having any issues, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm not really doing the Zoom thing. It's too hard to manage that many links. But I can always text back and forth using the Canvas inbox system. If you're having a lot of trouble, we can set up a pre-scheduled Zoom meeting where we can meet one-on-one, but it shouldn't be necessary for this. There's plenty of videos. If you're having issues, just hold off on the assignment. We can do it when you come back. Also, these are good for hybrid kids as well, so not just quarantine. But yeah, so again, any questions, let me know, and see you around.